Well, 25 years ago, I had the great pleasure of being in Kazakhstan in February 1992 to open the American Embassy. We, at the time, were quite excited because Kazakhstan had been largely closed off to the outside world during the Soviet period. And yet when we arrived, the Kazakhstanis were so friendly, so welcoming. It was clear that Kazakhstanis wanted to be able to have more interaction, communication with the outside world. This is important to its economic future as well as to its identity as a nation.
It was really a magical time for all of us who were in Kazakhstan in the very early days. One of the things to remember is that the United States put an embassy in every single one of the newly independent states, which no other Western government did. We were asked to build out the relationships in ways that were prescribed. So we worked on economic reform, we worked on military reform, we worked on political reform, and we worked on social reform. But beyond that, we had no real instructions. It was just to see what was possible.
I can recall my very first visit to Kazakhstan, which was in January of 1992. And I came with the second U.S. delegation to go to Kazakhstan. The first one had been Secretary Baker, who actually was there on Christmas Day, I believe, and had a meeting with President Nazarbayev, 26th of December, when we became the first country to recognize Kazakhstan's independence and establish diplomatic relations. But I was there on the second visit in the middle of January, and so I have this really vivid memory of what Kazakhstan, and particularly Almaty, looked like at the moment of independence. And it was, I thought, a typical Soviet city at the time. And I remember the Soviet border guards who were still on duty at the airport when our plane arrived and when it departed. So when I came back as ambassador to Almaty in 2001, which was only 9 years or so later, the change was already very, very striking. Almaty had done a great job of retaining its wonderful character and at the same time modernizing very rapidly.
But I think U.S. investors played a very important role in the early days of beginning to develop Kazakhstan's energy resources, natural resources, so that some of our great companies who are sponsoring this program today have been in Kazakhstan almost from the very beginning of independence. As a U.S. ambassador, I was always very, very pleased to work with our companies because I saw them as extremely good partners.
And I would like to congratulate all Kazakhstanis on 25 years of relations with the United States and 25 years of independence. For me, Kazakhstan is a country that occupies a really unique place in the world. 25 years of peace in a very difficult region. 25 years of growth. 25 years of establishing what was a new country that people didn't know how it would go to become a major force, a country that is respected and plays a major role in every issue from nuclear energy to world religions and peace.
As a capital has really taken off. I mean, the first time when I was there, it was just our embassy and there was just a road. And now there are high-rise buildings all around. Other embassies are being built, but maybe I've gone backwards because I've attached to my embassy a traditional Kazakhstani yurt, which I think some of you have seen. So I have to bring the camels and the horses out in order to, so maybe some things are going backwards. But your question is, however, about the future, and I'd have to say that it is an exciting time to be in Kazakhstan, exciting time to be an American diplomat, I think.
I really just would like to wrap up saying, we impatient and ambitious. So with these words, I think I can describe what Kazakhstan wants, what Kazakhstan does. We would like to build the best, we would like to bring the best, and we would like to show the best of ours. So I actually would like to say, I call on all our friends saying, please join us, be with us. While we grow, you will grow. While we prosper, you prosper.